track. Come on, let's go.
And as it is the first Wednesday of the month, we have Matt, the
What up,
podcast
gang?
uncle.
What's happening, y'all?
It's good to see the four of us together again. Makes my heart happy. And it makes me sad to have to make this announcement while we're finally back together for the first time. As of today, this is unfortunately my last episode on the podcast. Kyle will be taking over late entry moving forward, and it's going to be Kyle and Toph. And
Yeah,
I
we're
guess
gonna
Matt's
miss
still
you,
on the
man.
Wednesdays. It's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, I
bought
don't
'em
know how you're gonna give it up, but we'll make sure to carry the torch.
You know, I thought that one of you guys at least was gonna be like, "Wait, what?"
Keep
April
tuning
Fool's
in.
to me, motherfucker.
I mean, you could have did better than that.
Everybody was everybody was just so willing to go with the bit, but that meant no one got.
Yeah, you could have.
We know you too well.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'll say
you ain't
this
gonna give
though.
up your.
I was
You ain't
gonna
gonna
let
give
you-
up your baby at the firehouse.
Let you get your thoughts
Hell
off.
no.
Hey, I'll say this though. I remember Kyle asked us a while back for questions of the week. Who would you like most trust to not snitch if we all like did the crime? Y'all motherfuckers just went with this shit. You're like, yep, hey, we're out of it now.
Yeah.
No heads up.
I don't know what
everyone
you're
was
talking
down.
about. Yeah.
Now I definitely know it'd be you, Spencer. It would
Yeah.
definitely be you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, April Fools is kind of fun for the little fuckers like me out there. I went to my boss today, to my assistant manager, and told him, I was like, I closed the door, got all serious. I was like, hey, like I gotta talk to you. Like it's not good. I was like, I accepted a job somewhere else. Like I need to figure out like the process of like put my 2 weeks in. This motherfucker totally bought it. He was asking me questions about it. I made up a whole bullshit story about how I was going to work at PNC. I had the address of like where the fucking thing was, my role. I had all this shit. He was like, damn. He was like, all right. And then as I got up to leave, he was like, yeah, so to send the email, CC. As I'm leaving, I'm like, hey, Miguel, April Fool's, dog. He was like, son of a
I know he was
that's
probably happy to see you
hilarious.
go. He would have been like, man, I could replace your ass with somebody that'll sell more phones.
Hey, you say that. Hey, you say that, yet 10 years after we worked together, guess where you at? Hanging out with me still.
I mean, you're cool to hang out with, but your ass was in the fucking bathroom half the time at work. Looking at your phone, I'm sure.
Hey, time out. Yo. Hey, man, you hired me as a college kid who was doing this as a part-time gig. I ain't give a
He was
fuck
probably
about this job.
coming in hungover as shit.
I'm pretty sure
Hey.
Ant called you out about the same stuff too.
Relax.
This is two
Hey.
offenses.
We can never let Matt and Anthony be on the same podcast together. They can never be on the same episode.
You slacking out here, dog.
Oh,
They let you do that
my
out in
gosh.
Chicago? They let you slack out there in Chicago?
No, not now. Now I'm an adult with bills to pay. I have to work. I have to work. I'll be out here doing my job, dog.
He's like, I need that
commission.
commission. I need that commission check now, motherfucker.
I do, bro. I got a Chicago rent to pay. I can't be fucking
Yeah.
around. When I worked
I
for
already
Matt,
know.
my rent was $340 a month.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Like-
Congrats on the new apartment in June.
Hey,
I'll come sleep on the
damn.
couch.
I was like, how did you know? And I forgot we talked about it on the podcast. Yeah, hell yeah, come out. It'd be
Yeah.
great. Well, all y'all can come out. We'll do a live episode in Chicago.
That would
Go
be,
down to the
that'd be
Bean
pretty
and interview
sweet.
people.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Hey, we'll
Just
get some
all
shit
four of
cracking.
us, just like corner people.
Hey, we got the chat going already. Starling said it's about damn time. Hey, we call it late entry for a reason. If you expected us to be on time, you should go watch First Take. Blue collar golfer said, "I don't get shit for pay, so I'm gonna shit for pay." Hey, bars.
That was bars.
Starling said, "Selling the Visa card, son. I got 3 of those bitches out today. Holla at your boy."
Nice.
Have you guys ever pulled off like a good like April Fool's?
Nah, I'm not an April Fool's person, so
No.
it's just
Yeah.
another day.
I tried to convince my parents that I got one of my ex-girlfriends pregnant when I was like a freshman in high school.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
How did that go?
We both went to our parents. We decided to do it together. We both went to our parents and did it. Yeah, her mom like believed her for a second, but then she asked like some sort of a specific question where she had no no kind of an answer as to like tell how or where she would have got the test, or she like fumbled on her words on the phone. My parents immediately, my mom was like, "Yeah, you're lying. Shut up. Like, I know you're not telling the truth." She's like, "I know my son's a virgin. Shut up. You ain't getting none."
She didn't buy that shit for a second.
And she was right. I wasn't getting none. It was a stupid lie.
Hey, it's good for the good. Oh man, Starly said thanks for the invite. Hey, you can come out to the Chicago too, bro. I said the Chicago.
The
you can come out too. You can come out to the Chicago. Matt, what about you? You ever pull off a good April Fool's?
I really can't think of one, man. I'm like Toph. I really don't like playing. I don't like playing pranks on people. I don't like pranks being played on
we
me.
ain't got time for all that, man.
I'll fight somebody, bro. Don't fuck with me, bro.
That's fair. I try to like not do like real harmful ones. Like even like part of me wanted to let that shit with my boss go and just see how long that would go. But I was like, what if it goes too far? And then it's like, that'd be not good. They call our DM like, hey, we need to open a rec. Like, it'd be bad.
Give it to us in writing, Spencer.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
All right. So I've never actually hit on an April Fool's, but somebody in our chat right now, I did have him going on a lie for 7 or 8 months. And
what was it?
Starly, we were working together my senior year of high school. And like I don't know, one time I just like had him going for a while that at the end of high school, my parents were picking up everything. We were moving to Florida and he was going to have to like come down and we were only going to see each other like once a year. And I feel so bad about this now, but like looking back, he full on believed it. I told my parents, like, you don't have to lie, but just when he says something about it, just like smile and wave, just nod, smile and wave and be like, he's like, yeah, we're all having dinner together. And he's like, yeah, it's going to be so sad when you guys move to Florida. Like, I'm going to miss you guys so much. And my parents are like, yep. And like kept it going for so long. And then we're in the middle of this like crazy double shift. We're working as busboys together at a barbecue joint. And we're on this crazy double shift. And I just like walk up to him as he's having like the roughest time. And I'm like, okay, now's the time to tell him. And I was like, hey, just so you know, I was lying the whole time. I've never been supposed to move to Florida. And I just like walked down the whole restaurant watching him just like his whole world break. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, man. How long did you have that going for?
Like 9 months, dude. Like
up until a couple months.
Up until a couple months before I was like gonna be really moving. That one. Yeah, I felt so bad about it afterward. Like in the moment, I was like the ultimate heist. But as I got older and matured, I was like, man, I'm lucky he's still my friend.
I'd have whooped your ass. I'd have been like, well, I've already mentally buried you, so we're good. Yeah. I had one that went too far as well one time. This was once, like you said, as I got older and matured, I realized that this was not a good decision. But back in 2012, I was in 8th grade. And so I had a friend named Keith. And he and I cooked up this concoction of an idea where I was friends with his girlfriend at the time on Facebook. And so I posted, RIP Keith, I'm so sorry. And just left it at that. And then she fucking hit the comments like, what happened? And then I didn't say anything. But she hit the comments again. And I was like, we were at his house playing basketball. The ball rolled into the road and he got hit by a car. And she whole ass thought that he was dead. And this shit was funny in 8th grade. As an adult, I'm like, that was not funny.
It was a little fucked up, Spencer.
It was fucked up. Hey, look, it was hit. Hey, he did it to his own girlfriend. I didn't have that obligation. It was fucked up though.
So he ain't even right.
Oh man. If we are talking about old stuff though. I sent you guys that text earlier. We're talking about nostalgia from the 90s. And let me see if I can find the exact picture and read it to you guys. Or read it to the chat. But basically, we're going to talk about things from the 90s. Here we go. People who actually experienced the 1990s. What is something you miss from that decade that just isn't the same today? And as someone born in 97 and the youngest of all of us, I'm really curious what all of my uncles here have to say.
Now, who wants to go first?
Man, I'm like less than a year older than you.
Yo, ask gonna hit 30 first. It's all that matters.
Yeah, true. I mean, all that, Guts, Legends of the Hidden Temple, like all that Nickelodeon stuff. I started catching that. God, what's the one where they had to like guess what the person did? Like that the person came in with a talent and everybody, all the stars had to guess their talent. And if they said keywords, they got slimed and stuff. And yeah, that those shows were fun, man. Guts, Double Dare. That's like my experience of the 90s is like the TV aspect. That the Nickelodeon in the 90s was top tier.
See, and you're talking about how we're less than a year difference. I'd never watched one of those shows.
Seriously.
Did you see that? What was that documentary though about all those Nickelodeon shows? Quiet on Set or something? About that one guy was just like a complete fucking creep, and
yeah,
Dan
there were
Schneider.
multiple of them. Dan Schneider, and there was another guy too that got arrested. Yeah,
I thought he was the Disney guy.
No, he was the Nickelodeon
Nick.
guy.
It was both, wasn't he? Or yeah, it was just Nickelodeon.
No, it was just Nick.
I think it's
just
Nick.
Yeah. And then there was like the two like biggest shows were like iCarly and like Victorious, and like Victorious was like the like fun one. They all were partying and shit, and like iCarly was supposed to be like way more for like kids. And then
but they were both like obsessed with feet.
So, yes, and feet, and they would like make the girls like hold potatoes, and it was very like sexualized, like subvertly, like very like subliminally.
Yep.
And the documentary kind of portrays it and like you know, paints it that way. It makes it just feeds you that narrative. Like, but the dude was a fucking creep. I think that's a foregone conclusion.
They need to send the hunters from Inglorious Bastards after his ass.
Man, him and everybody in these Epstein files.
True.
But on the 90s topic, bro, I miss like going to the mall and like buying a CD and like opening it up and putting it in the player and playing the shit, and or like renting a movie at like Blockbuster. Like I just feel like streaming has kind of ruined media for me in a lot of ways, just because there's so much out there. Even music, when I'm driving, I just find myself just skipping tracks just constantly, because it's just like, okay, I don't want to hear this. I've heard it a billion times. I don't want to hear this. I don't really like this. And like, I just don't really let something just play and enjoy it anymore, just because I know that there's like this endless supply of music that I can just keep clicking through and or just search through. And I just miss the days of, just like I said, opening up a CD and putting it in your Discman and just vibing. I don't know. People probably just still do that, but you just got to get used to streaming random shit, I guess.
To Matt's point, one of these responses from at Alex Bland, you had to mean things more in the 90s. If you wanted to hear a song, watch a film, meet someone, buy something, or look something up, it took more effort, more waiting, more chance. That gave everything more weight. I miss that weight. Which makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
I think I miss going to the mall too. Like,
the mall is a big one.
Waiting in a line wasn't a problem. Like
hanging around with a bunch of teenage friends, because I was like, I was, my teenager years were in the 90s. I mean, that was it. I missed the grunge, the Nirvana, the Soundgarden, fucking all of that grunge from that time. It was a Pearl Jam. That Jeremy song was like, that video was crazy.
I don't have the person who said it, but someone had said, like, I miss when white boys used to make music in the garage. Like,
dude, it's like the All American Rejects have been doing like house shows for like $200 or whatever, and like locally on the West Coast. And I just think that's really cool that they're trying to bring back that's like so like a 90s vibe, right? That's like a 90s music video you're expecting to see, like is the band playing in a house party and everybody just getting effed up. I think also it's making a resurgence. The 90s are about to be really cool again.
I miss flying on the 90s. I miss air travel in the 90s before pre 9/11.
Oh
It was
God,
so
yeah.
easy to just get on a plane and just go wherever you want to go. We didn't have TSA or none of this shit. Like it was crazy back then. I do remember that.
I've heard that before, but
Which
obviously never experienced it.
I'm trying to think of what
I'm glad we
else.
got the security, to be honest, but like, yeah, the convenience was there for sure.
Hey, they've ruined that rom-com situation of like running and catching you at the gate. Your ass will never make it.
You'd be tackled real fast.
Yeah.
And
Sir, belt and
detained.
shoes. You're like, come on, man, come on.
And I want to hear a toast list here in a second too. But to Matt's point, with the malls, it's like the absence of the malls is like there's really nowhere for kids to go if you're not in sports. Like no one wants unsupervised kids around, so there's nothing for them to do really. And so that leads to I think you see stuff like I don't know how much you guys are aware of it, like out where you guys are at, but like for over here, like they have these like teen takeovers where there's like fucking 200 teens just get together and just fucking run rampant like a zombie apocalypse and just fuck shit up. But it's like, where do you want them to go? I understand that's not right, but what is the better alternative? Because you don't want these motherfuckers anywhere.
What?
That sounds like a hot mess.
You haven't heard about the teen takeovers?
No.
What?
Not at all.
This is an exclusive like Chicago thing. Holy shit!
That might be.
It must be,
together
bro.
and just flood the areas, and they just take shit over. And like sometimes when you get that many people together, I mean, lots of times shit will happen. You know, fuck up cars, break windows.
Oh, for sure.
Shit, like you know what I mean.
It's like a mob rule takes over at that point. The first motherfucker that breaks something is like a chain reaction. Everybody else is gonna start breaking shit too.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you got a riot on your hands.
Did you guys watch the Boondocks? You remember when they were talking about like, hey, you ever notice if you throw a chair, a fight starts? That's like the team takeovers.
You can just throw it up against the wall. You ain't gonna hit nobody, and somebody's gonna get up and fight you.
Hey, fuck this guy. Toph, what about you? What you miss from the 90s?
Man, I remember just being as a young jit, you know, when you go to like the grocery store with your mom back in the Targets, Myers, Toys R Us, they had like the little game station in there.
Oh,
so yep, she would be like, all right, I'm gonna drop you over right here. She said, don't leave this spot. I said, you ain't gotta worry about me leaving. Then she come back, all the groceries.
I'm right here.
You get in and out, just like a map saying Blockbuster. I used to have like free rental coupons because I had two other brothers growing up. So like in every week, you know, it was your turn, next for the next one, so you couldn't wait. You know, Friday night, got off of school, you're gonna get you a hot new game. I always got Rampage. I don't know why I like the game so much.
That was a great game.
Just beating down those buildings.
That was the shit.
But yeah, man, just like that.
Get you a pizza
school,
and shit.
You know, yeah, elementary school, you had little recess. We got out the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We started dueling, man. You know, before you didn't have to pay bills, all that stuff. You know, life was a whole lot more simpler. I remember my parents always saying, "Yeah, you don't want to grow up too fast." You know, us as kids, I want to be able to drive. Boy, if I could go back now,
man. Toph, to three things that Toph said real quick that stick out. R.I.P. to Toys R Us. That was the shit, bro.
I was just talking about them the other day. How did they fail? Like. How do you run Toys R Us into the ground? Like
because kids don't play with toys
anymore. The internet is how you feel.
Play with toys.
Well,
a GameStop's Toys R Us now, and GameStop.
It was our fault. It was our fault.
They all just want to play Fortnite.
Our generation's fault. Yeah, exactly.
But they said
we got into Call of Duty. We got into.
They sold video games.
Put our toys down. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So did the GameStop.
But I mean, like,
I don't know.
When I'm around kids now, it's like 5 years old. You got the iPad going crazy. The iPad killed Toys R Us.
You know, I didn't have a cell phone, so I was probably freshman in high school.
Yeah,
I didn't want one.
I was 8th grade.
I had a flip phone in 8th grade, and then I got a smartphone as a junior.
Same.
So yeah, I feel you.
I don't even think I had a cell phone until I graduated high school. I just had a pager in high school.
Old ass nigga, dog.
He said, "I'll hit you back."
and that's like for me at like born in '97 and growing up in like a rural area, like watching like one of my favorite shows is Seinfeld. The idea of a payphone is like
I was gonna say,
like I know that they existed, but I've never used one. I had a landline, but
it's funny you mentioned Seinfeld. I was gonna say I missed the TV shows of the '90s too. Like, was it Seinfeld? Friends, like all those sitcoms, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Yeah, fuck for it. I mean, I'm not really a fan. I
Martin,
mean,
Jamie Foxx
it's a
show.
big show. Yeah,
It
in
is. Yeah.
living color, like
Oh yeah.
like you said, Martin was a good one. What
I mean, it
else
was
was
kind of a
there?
golden age of SNL too at that time. Like there was so
That's
many
very
people
true.
that are
Yeah,
stars now that were on
SNL
SNL.
from the '90s
Yeah.
and the late '80s, even the '70s.
Yeah, I've seen those reruns. Those are good.
Man, Toph, I'm in the same spot as you though. My dad used to always say like once because he was always telling me like, you know, I was like in high school and I wanted to start working. He was like, enjoy being a kid. Because once it starts, it never stops again. And same as you, I wanted to drive, I wanted to do everything. But you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards, bro. I didn't even play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I like collected them just because everyone was. I always had gum on me. I remember being in 4th grade. I would trade this girl named Samantha on my bus gum for Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Hey.
And I gotta have a little collection.
What a transaction.
That's
I ain't never heard that one before.
Dude, Saturday morning cartoons with Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. Dude, oh my god.
I used to live for like Boomerang, see like
Flintstones and all that stuff.
Tom and Jerry, the Jetsons.
Electric Shock. You guys ever watch Electric Shock?
Static Shock?
Static Shock. That's Static
Shock.
I was
gonna say, I know Static Shock.
Thank you.
Come in here disrespecting the black legend.
I'm right here. Yeah, I know, right?
You know what?
Yeah. And then out of everything, this is gonna be what gets clipped, and he puts this on TikTok. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. This is just gonna. Yes.
Kyle,
what are you talking about?
We're deducting 2 points from your emotion off of that.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, should I look this up? Nah, you remember it. Send it. It was Electric Shock for sure.
Electric Shock.
I was like, Electric Shock. I know. But, you know, honestly, maybe I just forgot something. You know, it's been a while.
That show was great too. That and Jackie Chan. Those were the early ones. If I got up early, I could catch those. But
every Saturday morning, I was watching those cartoons.
All right. If we I think we've lived in the past long enough. Let's give an update on something. So Matt and Kyle and I talked about this already, like the whole regular circumstance, but I've got an update on the hitman with no hands. Do you guys know what I'm talking about or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Toph, in short, there's a guy that was a quadruple amputee, and he was able to still like be an athlete. He wrestled in high school, was like a semi-pro like cornhole player, but basically he got in a fight with his friend while they were driving somewhere, and this man with no motherfucking hands used a gun and shot and killed his friend. And
how did he pull the trigger?
You can go to his YouTube page when we're done recording this and find videos of him shooting this motherfucking gun with no hands. It looks photoshopped. Like when I saw the picture of it, it looked like fucking like in Minecraft, how a fucking villager holds the pickaxe with no fucking fingers. Like, but I have 2 updates on this. The first one fucked me up. The guy that he killed was black. And it's only relevant to me because his name was Bradrick Michael Wells. Michael Wells is my dad's name.
Bradrick.
Yeah.
So long lost cousin?
No. I don't know, man. It's a lot of Michaels in my family, so maybe it is, but RIP to Bradrick. Real quick before we continue this, we got some comments in here. Starley said the Amanda Show. I never watched the Amanda Show, but I know it was big.
Yeah. Amanda Bynes.
Hey, Blue Collar Golfer said, "Nah, Friends is the shit. You take that back." No, it's it's all right, but I think it's very overhyped.
Bro, I think that's a great show. I can jump into any single episode, and I could. As soon as it's over, I want to watch like the continuation from there till it's over because it's just so well done through all 10 seasons. So first of all, I didn't even catch you say that. So
it's a ripoff of Living Single to begin with, and also I think it's overhyped. I like it's good, but it's not what.
It's just overhyped because it's carrying on for so long. That's why you think it's overhyped, but. Like, it's just because there's each generation that comes up and sees it, loves it. That's why, which shows that it's legendary.
I would objectively, I think that it is legendary. Subjectively, I don't.
I think that it's kind of timeless in a sense that like it kind of relates to everybody, just how you have to live with other people, and how that sometimes shit gets messy. Like I think that's why people like Friends, but
for sure,
I don't think it's that great. I don't think it's like the best show ever at all.
It
like,
is relatable.
Sappy.
Like you said, it's relatable.
But from the 90s also, did you finish Sopranos yet, Spencer?
I just finished it. Lexi and I just finished it like a few days ago. Cemented,
So,
goated.
like,
One of the best shows I've ever seen before.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
did you agree?
I mean, there's so many great characters in it. Absolutely, it's top 5. You know, for me, probably ever. Especially for TV shows. But just the characters in it and everything is so good.
And I had a friend that I was trying to get to watch it too, and he was like, "Nah, it's too old." And I was like, "Bro, that's
another one it's timeless."
Yes.
And I think, it also kind of evolves and changes, and the show builds in the changes that were happening at the time of how, they shift away from investigating, organized crime to, terrorism after 9/11, and just, the technology that was coming up and surveillance and things like that. Like it was
payphones, cell phones.
And like even how it starts out, just this is a mobster, just the premise of the show. This is a mobster going to a psychiatrist. Like that's
unheard
that
of.
in and of itself is a no. Like you get whacked for that. Like and then just like the characters throughout the whole show, like Paulie and Syl and Christopher and all the great women in it,
not even just the mobster, it's the kingpin, really, like
Carmela might have been the bigger gangster in that household too. Honestly, Carmela was a fucking gangster.
Held it down. Carmela and Nurse Jackie, she's played two of the biggest badasses.
Damn, what was it? Oh, I was gonna say, and don't tangent here because we're gonna talk about it later. But just to your point about how it's still relevant today, the last season of it, they talk so much about us potentially going to war with Iran.
Yeah.
I was watching that like, whoa, this shit came out 20 years ago.
Very prescient.
But yeah. All right, let's get back to the hitman with no hands. Let's get back to this guy. So what I think is crazy is now his girlfriend has come out and said that basically she's not surprised. They were together for 4 years. She said that the relationship was abusive, said that she felt unsafe with him, and is not surprised that any of this happened. And I guess I feel two ways about this, and I don't want to like minimize being a victim, but it's also crazy to me to be a victim of a nigga with no hands and no feet. like
how was he abusive? Did he just talk shit to you? Like it was verbally abusive?
Oh man.
He can't even throw nothing at you. Like, what could he even do?
On one hand, I'm like, could you not like just outrun this nigga? On the other hand, he did fucking kill someone, so maybe not. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, imagine he's like, you come home like a little, like 10 minutes later than you told him you were gonna come home, and it's pitch black in the apartment, and you're like, oh, thank God he's asleep, and you just see that one lamp kick on. And then he just like flops out of the chair and starts coming at you. Like that's some horror movie shit, bro. I'd be terrified.
You were getting your ass beat by Chucky. By Chucky, dog. The little fucking Chucky doll. I feel like, I don't know, man. It's hard to me to imagine being abused by a nigga that gotta be like 3 feet tall.
Like, I mean, yeah. You that has to be hard to imagine. Yeah, if that was happening to you, I'd be like, yo, dude, just throw him out your apartment window.
I'd have folded that nigga up and rolled a fucking strike. Like, set that little nigga down the alley, dog.
You ain't right for that.
So you're not a 130, 140 pound woman.
That's true. And I do feel bad for her. I don't want to minimize the victim of this. I'm just saying the visual is hard to imagine. But I don't know. I'm happy for her that I'm happy for her that she's out of it. Mad Orr.
He got Mad Orr.
That's what it was.
That little nigga was standing there like fucking Gohan, a fucking little kid ready to whoop your ass.
Froze up.
Oh man, I'm happy for her that she's safe for him though. But man. Also, speaking of real quick, not a whole topic's worth of, but talking about unhinged people. What the fuck is wrong with Dan Hurley, dog? Did y'all see that video of him fucking like headbutting
like going up against the ref?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
He's an odd dude, man.
And the jacket's half off.
He's really lucky he didn't get like called for like a technical foul, honestly.
Yes. Oh my god. Dusty, what up? We see you in the chat. How you doing? Yeah, man, that's insane. Like, and then did you see the call from Duke, like the Duke radio, where the guy was mad that the kid like jumped up off the bench and was like, that should be a technical. Like, all right, bro. Fucking losers over there at Duke. But Dan Hurley,
I still can't believe they won that game. That was crazy comeback.
Most insane thing I've ever seen.
Only in March Madness, man.
That kid was a freshman too that hit that shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
ice in his blood.
Yep.
Hey, form look good. You follow through.
Shot that bit in the logo is crazy.
But yeah, Danny Hurley's what, 3 out of the last 4 Final Fours. He won back-to-back titles, man.
Yeah.
The dude's a hell of a coach.
Now. Did you see where
Dusty May's a hell of a coach too. I'm super impressed with Dusty May. I'm gonna be pissed if he goes to North Carolina. They're asking on PTI today if North Carolina is a better job than Michigan or the guy that's Arizona. They were saying he could go there too.
I mean, it's UNC is like a blue blood basketball school, but Michigan's no hoe.
Yeah, exactly.
UNC was like the basketball school, but yeah, Michigan's definitely, like I said, it ain't no.
Well, it used to be. UNC used to be. Michigan's got a ton of money in the athletic department. I hope Dusty May's happy, and I think they should give him a blank check. If anybody else comes calling, man, just fucking pay him an extra $1 million and keep him in town because. The team is, Michigan is extremely well coached. They make the extra pass all the time. They just look like they know where they're supposed to be on the court. They're playing well together. That Michigan-Arizona game is going to be fantastic. It's going to be a great matchup.
Going back to the Tennessee game, so I guess we got a couple of biased opinions here. So I really want to hear from Toph, but I also want to hear what you guys have to say too, Matt and Spence. But the Tennessee coach came out and was the whole press conference bitching about the refs and their play calling, or the way they called the game. Mm-hmm. And when you lose by 30 plus, can you really blame the refs, or is this your scheme? Like this, come on. Like we were all watching the same game. Yeah, calls weren't being called on both sides. Like I didn't feel like it was being given one way or the other. What do you guys think?
No, they were calling the game tight both ways. Like, they were calling the game evenly both ways, in my opinion.
Nah, I think you got to go out there and play. Go out there and play. Y'all got your ass whooped.
Yeah, especially when you lose by 30. If you lost by 5, then maybe you could complain about a free throw disparity, but you lost by 30, motherfucker.
Arkansas got that ass whooped. Tennessee got that ass whooped. Like, come on now. Pack it up. Go home.
Just take it. Yeah. Blame yourself at this point. You gotta take that on the chest.
You want to talk about bad calls in a close game, though? What the refs did in that Detroit-Oklahoma City game, that was egregious. Even the last foul, a high five foul is not a foul. Did y'all see this? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I did. Yes, I completely agree. That was bullshit. I thought so. I went to the game that was out here, right? OKC versus the Pistons. I missed that episode because of it. Toph's first comeback. And that game, OKC sat like 3 or 4 out of the 5 of their starters. And yeah, okay, whatever. People are battling injury. But I felt like JB and the Pistons were kind of like, all right, you like brought a stinker for our game of the year. We're going to bring you G League guys, and we're going to play you hard as hell till the last whistle. We're going to take it. I just thought that was kind of badass. So I just want to give some cred to JB and the Pistons for being like, all right, like, and I guess OKC, like their fans are like asking for refunds because they're like, this was supposed to be game of the year. It's like defending champs versus the 1 seed in the East, blah, blah, blah. Like we want like a discount or some money back or whatever.
You're never
you ain't getting no money.
Hell no.
No, hell no.
Adam Silver saw that email go by his desk and he deleted that shit faster than he could read it.
every
they might give you a voucher for some free peanuts. That's about it.
Hey, this nigga LeBron is 100 years old. Every year for the last 3 or 4 years, I've tried to see him every year when he comes to town because I don't know when the last year is going to be. And every year I'm praying it's not going to be in a back-to-back and LeBron's going to sit out. But that's the risk you take going to like watch the NBA, which you could argue is bad. You could argue is bad for the sport. But my point is you ain't getting no motherfucking money back.
Yeah. I saw a post earlier this week, and it was from Mark Cuban, and he said, if you want to fix, all these problems with all the rest and stuff in the NBA and make the games 40 minutes, it basically cuts off like 16 games out of the schedule if you just look at minutes played.
Yeah.
So just cut that 8 minutes out of the game. Plus, additionally, our attention spans are closer to that of a goldfish than watching a 2.5, 3 hour sporting event is hard. Like if you cut the game to 40 minutes, you can cut the TV time down to 2 hours. You fit more games into the TV schedule. It's makes sense for the league.
I'm actually happy you brought that up because I saw.
Are we gonna miss 8 minutes of the game? Like, I don't think so.
Well, I saw a post a while back. I'm happy you brought this up, and it said too much attention paid to the 82, not enough paid to the 12, like the 12 minutes in the quarter. But my thought to this is, if you cut that time out, we don't really need to pay the last few guys on the roster.
Yeah,
you're directly undercutting the fuck out of like 2 people's salaries per team across 30 teams.
I mean, that is what it is. It's just like in the NFL. They're talking about adding an extra 18th game, and they're going to have to probably allow them to add more to like 55, 56 players.
Well, that's
if you're going to add games, you got to add players. If you're going to reduce games, you can reduce players.
Yeah,
and
it's still a long season, so I don't think you have to shorten the roster because it's still a long season, and there's so many injuries
at that point,
take place and season-ending things that
I
just don't think you need to.
Or it creates the opportunity for, like Toph was talking about, for expansion.
Yeah.
So the players that are affected by the change in the minutes played can go recoup on another team in Vegas or something like that.
For me, it's just that weird balance of like let's put this saying, like a lot of people go to watch LeBron or their favorite player. And all of a sudden, you buy your tickets ahead of time trying to get a good deal. You don't know what's going to happen with that time. And you already got the battle between the players. Talk about load management, the team. So like I said, no matter what you did, I personally never really thought about lowering the amount of time that games are played. And I think the easier, the most noticeable thing is just like, okay, let's go from like 82 to 70 or whatever kind of games you want to play in there. But like I said, when you got all these players, not really playing the hard, as Matt kind of debated about, just all these poverty franchises, and there's some bad ones out there, don't get me wrong, but like I said, I don't know what the easiest
especially in the NBA.
Yeah, like I said, I know personally I don't have the attention span to watch these. 82 games is too long. Like I said, NFL, college,
I agree.
Every game matters. Like you can't afford to, people out there playing with, we've had Philip Rivers had a torn ACL, played in the playoff game. You got to do
even just like the 2.5 hours of a basketball game. You're just giving me an extra half hour of fucking commercials. Just cut it down to 2 hours.
You want to talk about basketball though, and poverty franchises? The opposite of that, the luck of the Irish is real. How in the fuck is Jason Tatum back and balling already?
Honestly,
he got hurt in the playoffs last year. You're not supposed to be back now.
Yeah, he got hurt in May of last year.
And playing at a high level, dropping 30 fucking points. What the fuck? Yeah. Tyrese Halliburton somewhere is like, hey, yo.
I really just hope he doesn't get hurt again.
Doesn't look any different. He's playing the same, taking the same shots. Like nothing looks different from him, which is crazy.
ACL and Achilles is a little different too. I don't know how many knee injuries that
was it. I thought his was
but...
Achilles as well.
It was.
Was it? Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah,
ACL.
that's what I thought. Yeah, it was like him. Yeah, they all had it. So that's what I was like.
I thought it was ACL for some reason.
I think it's just a testament to like modern medicine and the orthopedic surgeons and all the physical therapy and stuff.
But Halliburton's not back.
That's the genes and
finals.
That's the genes and DNA.
What about Dame Lillard? He's not back. He's older.
Dame's my age.
Well, he's also on the Blazers, which they weren't making the playoffs, so there's no need to rush that one.
That's
the Celtics. People wrote the Celtics off.
I know. And
Brown was holding it down, so
they're gonna be tough.
It makes sense where of course they won the championship. At least
if we get K back though, we got their asses. Bring it on, Boston.
But if we don't get K back, they're cakewalking to the finals. There's no one to stop them.
Probably.
The East.
At the same time, as long as you're in the 1 seed, you're still playing the worst teams in every round. So
yeah,
at least the first one you should be able to win that one.
Yeah, if we could get past the first round without them. Yeah.
Now round 2, that's where probably one they're gonna have him back.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna need him.
Yeah. I have one quick little question for y'all before we get to all due disrespect. I don't know if any of you guys had anything else before we got into that, but I want to ask you about someone had made a list, said it was at Pro V1 Smile, spitballing top 5 beers. Number 5, shower beer. Number 4, campfire beer. Number 3, AM airport beer. Number 2, first beer of the weekend. And number 1, free beer. And somebody came out and quote tweeted that and said that a shower beer is performative and serves no purpose. Do you guys agree with that or no? Oh, let's loot his name. It's at Bogus Billy 69. Hot take: shower beer is performative as hell, and I honestly don't see the appeal.
I think that's multitasking, in my opinion.
100%. Well, I think if you're posting that picture of you chugging a beer like right here, whatever, in your shower, then that's performative. But no, if you're just like, no, I'm gonna chug this beer while I shower before this Uber picks me up and I go out and drink with the homies, like that is being efficient. That is getting ahead of the game, man.
Exactly. Pre-gaming in the shower.
Exactly.
You on the shower beers?
Nah, this is I ain't really got nothing for this topic. It's a little out of my
You don't drink beers?
Yeah, no, I ain't no drinker like that. So
do you drink anything in the shower ever?
No.
I will tell you a cold glass of water and a cold Gatorade also smack in the shower.
When I'm in the shower, I'm trying to, get clean, get in, get out. I ain't got time to be, writing a New York Times bestseller, number 1 platinum track. I'm trying to.
Have you ever showered on
relaxing? How about relaxing?
Have you ever showered on mushrooms?
Like a quick 2 minutes. That's
just it. Like showering like high as fuck is like the best thing too. Like.
Yeah, I've been known to like get a little elevated, go in there, get steamed up, have some music going. It's a spiritual experience. I'm trying to vibe. I like to take a long shower. Like I feel like for me, especially, and not that I want need time away from Lex at all, but like living in the studio, like the 2 times of the day that I have like just to myself, driving to and from work, and when I take a shower. And I'll be in there for like a 40-minute shower, just relaxing, listen to a podcast or some music. And sometimes the cold beer go crazy. But
that's how I know you don't pay for your water bill.
I don't. And as long as the landlord paid for it, I'm running that motherfucker up. I'm running that bitch up.
That's hilarious.
Starley says shower beers are a rare and sweet beer. St. Patty's, wedding days, holidays of the like. St. Patrick's Day, that is my tradition. The shower beer to start St. Patrick's Day always.
Weddings are a great time for beers too, because I always feel like a lot of wedding bartenders, they kind of water down your cocktails. So if you could drink 4 gin and tonics and not really feel much, but you smash 2 pitchers and you're like, there's no denying the alcohol content out of the tap, like,
yeah,
she can't water this down. So a beer and wine at weddings is like, that's the best.
What about sporting event beers though? I feel like sporting event beers are always good because you paid like $8 for that fucking can, and you're just gonna tell yourself that's fucking
$30.
This is a good ass beer.
It's like 15 a can now, bro.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah,
it's
damn. This beer was good. Is it really? Is it
so
30?
right.
It's so bad, dude. It's
That's
so
insane,
bad.
bro.
It depends on where. I'm with you, Matt. Sporting event beer is fantastic.
I still pay it, but
just because you pay that much for it. Oh, last time I went to Ford Field was 2 years ago. It was like $8. It's not terrible.
I drink
I guess
like IPAs and shit too, so I'm.
You're bougie.
Probably like $4 or $5
just
more.
give me the Miller Lite or fucking piss whatever piss water you got in the commemorative cup, and I'm good.
And that shit hurts too, because it's like a 12-pack is like fucking $12, and the beer is fucking $8 to $12 on its own.
Yeah,
it hurts.
But they do sell you like that 30-ounce beer. It's like a 30-ounce cup. It's a giant It's 2.5 beers. It's a third of the 12-pack.
I need more. I need more.
That's why you need a flask, my friend. Just bring in a flask full of whiskey.
Isn't that like? Or do you not have a metal one? Because they metal detect you.
I mean, they make plastic one. You could 3D print one of those motherfuckers these days.
Dude,
hey,
do like high school and just scrunch up a water bottle and
Matt's out there. Matt's out there sneaking a flask in into his ass to bring it into the game, like he's gonna throw the dildo on the WNBA courts. You got a lot of room up there, huh, Matt?
Oh man, that's gotta figure something out, bro.
Pocket, son. Yeah.
Gotta figure something out.
Starly said stadium beers are hateful. I'm drinking it, but I'm not happy because of how much I spent. It's fair. You're drinking that beer out of spite. I will not waste any of this.
Yep. Oh, I'm all right. If I spill a little bit of a stadium beer, I'm pissed off.
It ruins your whole day.
So that's less than 50 you just dropped.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Mike, you trying to Terry Crews?
Everybody hates Chris.
I saw a clip the other day, and it was like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen or heard of the TV show The Game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay,
yep.
So they were asking like who was more cheap? Was it what is it? Something Pitts, Jason Pitts, or was it Julius from Everybody Hates Chris? And they said Julius told his son to unplug the alarm clock at night because he can't tell time while he's asleep.
That's what I was about to reference. He said that's 9 cents an hour, son.
Julius,
he did the whole math. He's like, you multiply that by 8 hours. He's like, that's 72 cents.
Sounds like some shit I would say.
It does. That goes back to us arguing about fucking gas prices. All right.
Shit.
Let's do all the disrespect. We'll go Kyle, Toph, me, Matt.
Alrighty. So I know it's 2 weeks in a row, and I want to just mute Spencer right now because he's gonna give me the same shit. Yep, he's gonna give me the same old song and dance. But I got Matt here to stand with me on this. My all due disrespect this week is to Dan Campbell.
Damn, stay catching strays.
He came out and he said that he's going to ease up on his guys a bit this year at training camp, and he's not going to go as hard with the pad practices. See, I hate that this motherfucker got up and left. That's so disrespectful. But
you
whatever.
Me.
Yeah. Did he just retire for real?
Hey, I got a new addition to the list. Beer number 1, top beer of all time. Beer is what Kyle talks about Lions.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Go ahead.
So he said he's going to ease up on his guys, make it a little less intense through training camp this year. My big thing is this: where was this in 2024 when you had the veterans, you had the pieces, you had the mold of your championship team, but you push them to the limit, and then you're missing 10 of 11 starters when you go against Washington. And now when you need to rebuild, and you should probably be pushing your guys and like getting them to the next level and like establishing them in the culture of what you're trying to build here, you're like, yeah, now we're going to take a step back and ease up. So like, it's just more and more pain this offseason, more and more pain carrying on from the season. I am very concerned about next year. Obviously, like, I think our offense is going to do okay. I think we're going to be a lot better. But I just hearing more and more shit like this from him and Brad. I'm like, where is that like dog and that grit and that fight that you were talking about? Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe we're just seeing it more behind the scenes. Maybe like, and I want to eat these words a year from now. But
can I say
I'm not gonna go quietly like I did last year and not share my concerns like I did last year and then get flamed for fucking 17 weeks by my co-host. So I'm getting out ahead of it right now in the spring.
Can I go before Matt real quick?
No, just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, only because I want to provide a counterpoint to that. There's
not one person on. I'm so shocked.
There's not one person on this podcast that's been more critical of Dan Campbell than me. But all I've been asking for years is him to learn from his mistakes. So to say I can't criticize you for not knowing something before, learning it, and then trying to make a change to be better. I will say I wish the motherfucker said, hey, I'm going to go for fucking the extra point or the field goal more often. I wish I heard that from him. Stop going for 2 or going for it on 4th down. But if you're saying that he's had an issue with motherfuckers being healthy for 2 years straight and said, hey, maybe we don't kill them off rip, I'm not going to be upset by that.
Look, I'm agreeing with you on that part of it. I'm just saying, like, my all due disrespect was about where was this in 2024, but you got up and got a beer while I was talking.
I heard you.
Weren't really paying attention.
I heard. Okay, Matt.
I mean, you're not off base. I think you got to be able to learn from your mistakes, and maybe this is him doing that with all the injuries that we've encountered. Like, I mean, I don't remember. I've been watching football my whole life, and I don't remember seeing a team and an organization be as plagued by injuries as we have been the last 2 years. It is
Chargers.
We've been worse. We were worse than the Niners. We've been worse than the Niners. It's not even close.
2024 was terrible. 2024 was legendary.
I think that Spencer's been saying this, but I agree with him. I think Dan's on the hot seat. If he and Brad and don't make a really good playoff run at this year, either him or Brad Holmes or Goff or one of them is going to have to go.
I think that Dan will not be gone after this season, but he could be going into a prove-it season. Brad Holmes or Goff could potentially be on their way out after the season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. I think
Brad Holmes is on the hot seat too, and hey, Brad Holmes could knock it out of the park in this draft and shut us all the hell up. So I'm going to give that man his due credit, and I've watched him pull in some really phenomenal draft classes before. He can do it again. We got 6 picks, I think 7 picks. So we can bring in some talent with that. We shore up our offensive line a little bit more, and it scares me. We're going to be starting a rookie left tackle. Like, we're going to be starting probably a rookie defensive end.
Yeah,
I think part of it's going to come down to, like, is the talent there and they underachieved, or did Dan maximize an under-talented team? That's the determination between Brad and Dan. But also, how well does the offense look? Dan kind of put his nuts on the table with these hires. So it's like, if that doesn't go very well, that's directly your fault.
That is true. I mean, at this point, he's only hired one good offensive coordinator. We've definitely established that, right?
Hey, Megamind for the win, y'all. I'm telling you, he's gonna be fucking shit up next year.
So, if you're the most objective person with the Lions here, what do you think?
Well, I would not get rid of Dan or Brad Holmes. Like I said, they definitely made some mistakes because they were right in position 2 years. The year when they were too early, when they played the Niners, but the year they went 15-1, that was really the year they should have went. You should have took care of business with the 49ers. You just completely got rid of what got that position. You just did not run the football whatsoever. Yeah, they're doing trick plays, being too cute. Sometimes you just gotta get back to basics of football. Line it up. 11 on 11, run the ball, because Commanders had some of the worst run defense in the entire league that year. But you let Jayden Daniels, get hot, you get out of your whole scheme, and you got outplayed there. Brad Holmes, he's had you could arguably, just in pure drafting, has probably done some of the best drafting in the entire NFL over the past 2 to 3 years. Not free agent picks, just drafting, talent, through all your picks. There's not too many people that's doing better than that. I know we always give the Eagles guy a lot of credit. Well, that's trade free agent pickups. Yeah. In terms of just drafting players, Brad Holmes, he knocks it out the park. First, second, third, fourth. Gibbs, and everybody hated the Gibbs pick. When I said they picked Gibbs, I said that's the one right there. That's when that's really gonna, tip it.
Wouldn't you say the difference between Jerry Jones and Brad Holmes and Howie is like, yes, drafting is good, but you got to make some free agent moves too?
No, I mean, you definitely do. I mean, Jerry Jones doesn't believe in free agent pickups. I don't know why.
And you don't Howie's not giving stupid ass quotes to the media every fucking day either.
No. I'm just saying, like, we're talking about how Brad does well drafting. I agree, but
and I think Steven Jones probably deserves a little more credit. Probably their scouts. I don't think Jerry deserves any credit for anything.
I'll love me some Jerry Jones, but he's an owner, not a GM. Even though he plays a GM role.
I think you're missing my point, though, man. I'm just trying to show, like, you can draft well, like Toe's talking about, but you still need to make a splash here and there. The Packers do a great job of developing talent. Still went and got Micah Parsons.
And then he got hurt. Yep.
And
now you guys lost in the first round to Chicago, and
the Lions also.
That's what I talked about.
Jared contract. They didn't have a rookie, contract, so they didn't have all this free money because you still had to pay the J-Mos, the St. Browns, the Aiden Hutchins, everybody else coming up, Brian Branch, Kirby. Like you don't have maximum money to be out there, spending like free agency. So they had to build to the draft, and they did a phenomenal job. It just came down to coaching. For some reason they just got out of their own way. Going for it on fourth down, you don't need to. Take your 3 points. Like I said, it was just, overall from the team perspective,
I think that
he's a guy, so they dropped the ball.
Matt, take the last word on here because we got to keep it pushing.
I'm just scared that NFC Championship game in the second half is going to haunt us for a long time. That's
I know that's not coming from you, the motherfucker that tore me apart for saying that.
Did you see that picture of that guy who keeps getting the tattoo on his arm, and it's like the Super Bowl trophy, and then it was 2024, he crossed it out, 2025, 2026, 2027. And then everybody's commenting like, bro, stop doing what are you doing? Like, you're jinxing us.
They need to cut his arm
really
off.
quick to end my point.
But
I think number 16's got to go.
Goff?
Yes.
Well, this year we'll seal that. We'll see. I love number 16, as you guys might be able to guess.
I think there's a reason why the Rams got rid of him for number 9.
Yeah, number 9's talented.
Hey, I'm a fan of Goff, man. I just hope we can build a team around him that can still win, but we'll see.
I'm sure we'll have a lot more Goff conversations as we get closer to the season too.
What?
Toph, drop your all the disrespect on us.
Saying back on the gridiron, got to go down to L.A. Puka Nacua.
Can I say something real quick before you say that? Before you finish with that? At first, when you say what you're about to say, Doug, I was trying to figure out if Schefter would really do an April Fool's this crazy. I was trying to figure out if Schefter would really do something that wild for April Fool's. Go ahead.
No, I mean, even before today, he checked in the rehab, officially today, but just over the past 2 weeks, he's just doing too much for the offseason. And I love Puka Nacua, amazing talent, but let's look at like the Patriots modeling there, It's all about the team. You don't see all these people, in the media, in the news, doing this. I went on a date with this person. They kept it football. It's like I said, I think Puka Nacua, like I said, you could have your fun. I'm not seeing anything wrong with that, but you can't be here biting people. You're doing too much out there, man. However, for that team, especially what you did this offseason, they are literally Super Bowl or bust. And like I said, they should be, between them and the Seahawks, I can't even, I can think of another team that's primed to pretty much probably be able to win it all next year. So then I would really hate for that team to, end up missing Puka, doing something crazy, pulling the Tiger Woods and just, derail the whole season before it even started. So, Puka, you got to reel it back in, my dog. Hell of a player, but come on, man. We got to be smarter than this.
The only thing that I want to say about the Puka situation, because I agree with everything you said, is the fact that a lot of people were saying, is this going to be the next Antonio Brown? Antonio Brown, to my knowledge, never went to rehab. Stretch. Well, not necessarily. Antonio Brown wasn't biting motherfuckers 3 years in either.
To compare Puka to Antonio Brown is. Oof.
I don't think that.
I know what
you
mean, though.
I don't think that's crazy. The first thing that happened with Antonio Brown was the fact that he went live after that game in the locker room. Sean McVay is on the podium being asked, "Did you know that this motherfucker just called the refs out and the game ended 2 minutes ago?" Sean was like, "We just talked about this." Like, I don't think it's that far off. But to my knowledge, AB did not go to rehab. The fact that Puka, whether strongly encouraged, forced to, or voluntarily, is in rehab, hopefully he is seeking and receiving the help that will change that trajectory.
Yeah, I hope so, for sure. Yeah, it said he went voluntarily, but yeah, who knows, I guess. But yeah, I mean, what a talented receiver. You don't want to see this happen to a talented guy. And then also in interviews, he seems like a very likable and nice guy. So, yeah, maybe, he's just partying too hard as soon as the season ended. And like, where he went to what? BYU? Is that where he went? Yeah. Little sneaky party school, always hiding that shit. And now he gets to kind of let loose. So he's going guns a-blazing, and he just got a little too ahead of himself. I hope he can get on the right path for sure. And yeah, just keep playing high-level football, keep being the good dude that he is,
Matt, you got anything for that, or are you good?
I mean, yeah, I think the dude's out of line for sure. You can't be doing that kind of, like, you can't be biting people and stuff like that. Like, that's just stupid, man.
Well, you don't do that. You don't do that when you get drunk.
Well, it's just like
no toddler.
No, it's just kidding. Like I don't know how some of these teams just accept that kind of stuff, and just like some of these times you got to cut people, and like it goes back to that Gerard Carmichael bit of where he's talking about talent is more important than morals. If that dude wasn't talented, he'd have been cut, because it's just the kind of stuff you can't put up with on your team, and it's just a distraction. It's just these evil wide receivers, I miss the guys like Jerry Rice that like just a class act, the best that ever do it. And, he was like Barry Sanders. He'd score a touchdown and just throw the ball to the ref. Go back to the sideline, get ready for the next play.
I don't want to derail this too much, but are you saying that I enjoy the celebrations, and I honestly think the NFL should let them do more of them? You're not with that?
I don't mind them, but I mean, I also just appreciate the guys that aren't about the showboating and just about the production. They're just about the game and just doing it right and winning.
I think it comes down to the person.
Tim Duncan was never my favorite basketball player.
Hey, but you can't. Tim got to catch a straight like that. You can't argue with greatness.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
Oh yeah, you can.
Apparently,
be great.
He's low key funny as hell too. Like he's like the most sarcastic motherfucker in the room.
Why you gotta do Tim Duncan like that, man?
Yeah, big fundamentals. All right. All right. My all due disrespect. I need y'all to know that this morning I was having a sensational day. I woke up with enough time to make it to work on time. I was cool. I was prepared. I was going to stop and get some gas, get something to eat. I had all enough time. And I got to my car, and I shit you not, dog. Someone moved in the night, and their car, this is my car, their car was parked this close to me. I was boxed in. I had this much space in the front of me and this much space behind me. It took me 10 minutes of my door open and my backup cam to get out of that parking spot, and it fucked my whole morning up. I was looking in my car for some paper to leave a note, and I couldn't find it. I was furious.
What would you have said? What would you have said on the note? Like,
Fuck
you,
you,
parked.
yeah, fuck you, you asshole. Why would you do that?
You parked too close to me.
But the thing that made it the worst is that, Matt, I have a car in front of me and a car behind me. When I fit myself in the tight spot, I left enough space in front of me for the car, and that's the only reason I was able to get out this morning, so that the car in front of me, if they had to leave, they could pull out and still do it. The car behind me had no cars behind them because they were the last spot. It wouldn't have killed you to park one fucking foot back.
Right.
Damn. They had so much space and still said, fuck me.
You should have just been like, you should have been like Dale Denton on Pineapple Express when he's just smashing into the two cars.
I thought of,
fuck both of you guys.
I had to talk myself out of just fucking smashing that dude's shit. I was hoping he had a backup camera on.
You should have popped his headlight or something. You should have just let the air out of his tires or some funny shit like that.
I was hoping he had a dash cam because I totally gave him the fucking bird. Like for a second. Fuck you, motherfucker. I was furious. And fucking morning.
I had a similar situation. I went to college at Oakland University. And so since I was in school, like I had my backpack, I had sticky notes, right? And so I got boxed in, similar thing, parallel parking in downtown. And I got boxed in. I wrote, "I hope you fuck better than you park," and slapped that bitch right on their windshield.
Hey. Okay. I feel like you're the one who.
That's my recommendation for next time. Yeah, something.
I feel like you're the one who got fucked though.
I did. I did.
All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, take a seat, take your hats off, get ready. We're gonna let Pastor Matt get the pulpit. I'm ready to put a few dollars in the collection.
What?
Mild disrespect this week is for Donald Trump himself and this insane war that he has led us into in Iran. It's being led by a guy who was a TV show host a year and a half ago, is in charge of the military. The director of national intelligence said that only Trump can determine an imminent threat to the United States. It's kind of your job as the director of national intelligence to determine when there's immediate and imminent threats to the United States. So
that's
Trump
Tulsi,
said,
right?
Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard. Trump said he had a hunch that they were going to attack us. He sent his real estate buddy, Steve Witkoff, and his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, both of whom have strong financial ties to the Middle East, to negotiate with the Iranians around their nuclear program. Neither of those men understand nuclear science, nuclear weapons. They were not professional and not the right people to be sending to negotiate with the Iranians over whether or not they should, what they would do with their nuclear program. In 2015, the Obama administration formed an agreement, the JCPOA, it was Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, went into an agreement with Iran. They released some sanctions on the Iranians, and they allowed them to, be able to enrich enough uranium to use for fuel in their nuclear power plants, but not be able to enrich uranium to the point where you can use it for a nuclear weapon. You have to have uranium enriched to like 60% purity and able to use it in a nuclear warhead or a weapon. You can use it at a lower concentration in more crude, dirty bombs is what they call them. And Iran does have enough nuclear material to make multiple warheads and bombs. I fear that this war is going to leave them probably more determined and more likely to use a weapon against the United States than they were before we attacked them. They did not attack the United States. This was an unprovoked war. This was an unsanctioned war. Congress is supposed to have the power to levy wars and move the military around the world. And the president has just completely overstepped that authority, and Congress has no spine and is not standing up and taking the wheel of this operation. They shouldn't have allowed it to begin in the first place. But there's so much incompetence at play here, and I'm trying to be objective about this too as I can. It's no secret of where I kind of sit as far as my opinions, but it's more likely that, they can probably strike us with a shipping container. The Iranians could send just one shipping container. There's 2 ports in the United States that they don't sort the shipping containers at sea. Most of them, the stuff is sorted and inspected out on the ships. In New York and Houston, they bring the cargo on land, and then they inspect it. So they could send a dirty bomb to New York, to Houston on a shipping container, and it would just be one shipping container in the midst of millions that get sent every day, to the United States and internationally. And they're probably going to be more motivated to do that than they were earlier. Additionally, what's causing all the gas prices to go up is the Strait of Hormuz is a small waterway off the coast of Iran where 30% of the world's oil goes through there. So basically, what we've done by starting this war is we've starved off most of the oil going to Southeast Asia, to India, to China, and we and get this, Iran is also a huge oil producing country. So we went to war with Iran. We're bombing Iran in the middle of it. Iran's oil was under sanctions that the US imposed. So that means that if any country bought that oil on the open market and paid US dollars for it, because all oil in the world is traded in US dollars, regardless of where you are. And if someone paid US dollars for that oil, the US would hit them with sanctions because that oil was under those sanctions by us. So anybody else that bought it would be penalized. We're bombing them. We released sanctions on $14 billion worth of their oil. And so they had this oil just floating at sea. They couldn't sell it because no one would buy it. We released the sanctions on them to ease the oil prices so Trump can avoid the political pressure of the high prices at the pump. So in order to fund your opponent's war chest, you release these sanctions on this oil, and you allow them to get all this money that was sitting there unavailable to them. And then just in order to, try to save Americans 5 cents a gallon at the pump. And it's such a short-term fix, but just the ineptitude of it. It's like, how are you at war and letting your opponent fund their own war chest? It's just incredibly incompetent. And additionally, we're on the wrong side of the costs of this war. The Iranians have built all these drones. They range from $20,000 to $50,000 in cost. They can make them very cheaply and very quickly. They have thousands of them, and they can arm them very easily with a bomb, and they can send them into Saudi Arabia. They can send them to Israel. They can send them to Dubai, and they can cause a lot of damage. They can blow up liquid natural gas fields. They can blow up energy infrastructure. They can blow up water infrastructure. And we are shooting them down. And the Gulf allies, our Gulf allies are shooting them down with these THAAD interceptor missiles that cost $4 million a piece. These drones cost $20,000 to $50,000. So they're launching something at us that costs 20 grand, and we're shooting it down with something that is costing the American taxpayers $4 million. This war is costing $1 billion a day. They just went to Congress to ask for $200 million more dollars on top of the $1.1 trillion that is already in the defense budget every year. $1.1 trillion is what we spend on the military every year. And they need another $200 million to fund this war. $200 million they're asking for. And the Secretary of Defense says it takes money to kill bad guys. And I'm just incredibly off-put by the casual, comical, cartoonish nature of some of the things that the White House posts. They made posts of they were bowling pins in Iranian National Guard uniforms, and and then they snapped to them blowing up with an American, plane dropping a bomb on them, and just the cartoonish nature and the video game kind of idea of it. There's also been a lot of reports that Trump just gets these briefings every day, but it's just pictures of us blowing stuff up. He's not actually getting good intelligence and good feedback because no one wants to tell him bad news, and because they don't want to get fired. And it's just an insane situation that he's created. On top of that, there's also tons of insider trading happening. About a week ago, there were $580 million, over $500 million in trades in oil futures and the S&P 500 that took place 16 minutes before a Truth Social post that there were negotiations taking place between the US and Iran and talks were going well. So what do you think the markets are going to do that day? They're probably going to go up. The oil's probably going to go down and ease the pressure on that, and the market's probably going to go up. So you short oil and say that's going to go down, and you float, the market and the S&P, and you make money in both sides. His inside circle probably made $1 billion plus that day in profits. So while they're creating suffering for everyone in the world, creating inflation, which is the number one thing that Americans voted against, we were pissed at the cost of eggs. We're pissed at the price of gas. We're pissed about the price of housing, and everything that this administration has done since they've taken office has done nothing to resolve that or relieve that. And in fact, it's increased the pressure on every inflationary metric that we look at. So, and now he said today that he's willing to end the campaign even if the Strait of Hormuz remains closed. Now he said that all of the allies need to come clean up the mess that he's created. If you want to be able to get stuff from the Strait of Hormuz, you go clean it up after he's just created this complete mess. We deactivated our minesweeping boats last year in August. Most of the minesweeping boats that can go through the Strait of Hormuz and collect mines that have been laid there by the Iranians. We also had the opportunity to learn about the anti-drone technology that was being used in Ukraine, because they're fighting this. The Russians are launching the same types of drones against them all the time, and they're developed a very good system to shoot them down at a very cheap rate. But we're still shooting $4 million Tomahawks at them because they didn't want to take the intelligence and they didn't take the meeting. They said, "We're good. We don't need your intelligence, Ukraine." And since then, obviously, the Ukrainians have rushed to our aid and rushed to the Gulf states' aid to help. So shout out to the Ukrainians, fighting the good fight and defending democracy. It seems like our own president is doing everything he can to bring it down from the inside. And like I said, just the statement that you're willing to leave the strait closed and walk away from this, conflict that you've created is an admission of defeat. I mean, we went to war and we're blinking first, y'all. I mean, that's what's happening. So I just dumped a lot of information, and I think, hopefully that, somebody listened, but there's a lot of fucked up stuff going on with this war right now, and Trump needs to answer for it. And, he gets my all due disrespect this week, and all of the incompetent people around him that are supporting this war and promoting this war, they also get it too. Hegseth, Gabbard, Marco Rubio, his press secretary who lies through her teeth every day. All of these people are just lying to us every day. And we need to unite against these billionaires. And Toph, we need you in the fight. I know it's a lot of people don't feel represented by our government. And I understand that. A lot of people, don't want to vote. Half of Americans don't vote. Half.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So we got a lot of people sitting on the sidelines that I know don't want to see continue to happen what's happening right now. And, you don't need to be super engaged. You don't need to watch talk shows every day, but, pay attention and just tune in a little bit to what's going on and what's happening, because, you have a voice, you have power. The people shouldn't fear the government. The government should fear the people.
Yeah.
And that's the way our democracy is set up.
This administration feels like a whole lot of it's like a UFC fighter or a boxer or something that's like getting ready for their big fight, their headline fight, and and their entire corner is just yes manning them. They're not helping or giving any constructive criticism. They're not offering expert opinions in their specific departments. They're just like, well, whatever this guy with the with the long ass parting declining hairline it says, like I don't know. It just feels very
not only
not that
that,
my
they're telling
hairline not that my hairline is great. I'm not trying to,
well,
I'm not
they're
trying to
also
punch down.
lying to them and telling them how great he is, and
That's exactly
all
it.
the ass kissing and
and that happens with any presidency to an extent. But to say for Tulsi, I've always had a lot of respect for Tulsi, but for her to be yeah, I'm not gonna initiate, or I'm not gonna be able to speak on, what did she say? I'm not gonna speak on if we have threats.
She said only Trump can determine what is a credible and immediate threat to the United States.
That's never been the way, and
that's what she said to Congress.
Yeah, that's
under oath.
That's so stupid. I hate that. I hate hearing that, and that's an example of what I'm trying to talk about. It's just that it's just a whole bunch of yes men, a whole bunch of people not trying to lose their jobs, a whole bunch of people not trying to do what he did in 2016, where he did an overhaul of his cabinet 3 times. But yeah,
well, and the way he's using social media is blatant market manipulation every single day, and he's also threatening to commit war crimes against the Iranian people. He's threatening to knock out their electricity plants. He's threatening to knock out their desalination plants. So it's just think of someone saying they're going to attack your drinking water.
Yeah,
I mean, this is the type of stuff this man is saying. He's unhinged.
There's only 2 things I want to add to it, because I feel like you gave us really all the information we need. But you talk about insider trading. This has happened basically the entire time when they had the tariffs to begin with way back, and he lifted them temporarily.
Yes.
When he put them on, the market took a huge dip, and then people that had a lot of money were able to buy that dip.
Buy.
Yep. And then he lifted them. The market came back up. They made tons of money.
Everybody made tons of money.
It's also why, all these regular people think, hey, Kalshi is great. We can go out there and, basically bet with the stock market and all these different bets. And it's not regulated by the SEC. The reason that they're not going to do that is because all the billionaires are the ones cleaning up. The oil thing you're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, some of that happened on Kalshi, where the SEC is not going to investigate you for insider trading because it's just person-to-person betting. And so that's the Wild West, and they're exploiting the fuck out of that. The last thing I want to say with it is just the fact that, I don't know if you guys know, Trump had an address, State of the Union address tonight. One of the things he said is, Matt keeps talking about the Strait of Hormuz. If you're not able to get your oil from the Strait of Hormuz, come tap in with the U.S. We've got plenty of oil. If we have plenty of oil, why are gas prices so fucking high? Why is it over $8 a gallon in California if we have this surplus of oil that we can sell to everyone else?
Well, and the thing that people don't realize is it's not just oil, guys. It's 20% of the world's helium goes through that strait. Something like 30% of the world's fertilizer goes through that strait. So once the fertilizer becomes more expensive, all of your bread, your soy, your corn, all the stuff that goes into everything is going to go up. In addition to that, diesel fuel is over $5. Where do you think every single thing that you buy in this world, how do you think it gets to the end destination that you buy it from? A fucking truck. And also, what do you think every fucking tractor on the world runs on? Diesel fuel. All of these things are going to compound, and every day the Strait of Hormuz remains closed to international traffic and international shipping. This stuff is going to compound and just continue to get worse for consumers all over the world. There's, people that have made a living in Southeast Asia, like Sri Lanka and Thailand, that, maybe they've been fishermen for generations. Diesel has never been $5 a gallon. They can't go to work now. They got to go, literally drive a rickshaw or, beg somebody for a job because they can't take their boats out because the diesel fuel is too expensive. They won't make money. Think of people door dashing for a living. Think of you spending $4 a gallon on gas when you're trying to run DoorDash all day. DoorDash ain't paying you extra. People ain't tipping you extra.
Uber.
Yeah. I mean, this is causing tremendous suffering, and the people in power, the people in control of it, are profiting. I mean, this is the best analogy I can make is the fucking Yahoo at the Super Bowl that made a bet that there was going to be a streaker, and then he goes to the game and jumps on the field. I mean, if you're making a bet on things that you have complete control over, I mean, I just don't understand how everybody's not in the streets with pitchforks. But I guess a lot of people are. Shout out to No Kings protest. I mean, you know, there are a lot of people in the streets with pitchforks and signs, and I think there's a reckoning coming. I really do. I think the Republicans that are allowing this are going to get creamed. But they're also trying to steal the election. So if you don't have a passport, make sure you get your passport, or make sure you know where your birth certificate is, because they're trying to pass, you know, this SAVE Act that's going to force, you know, voter ID or birthright proof. You know, they're going to get rid of voting by mail, which I vote by mail. Works great.
Yeah.
You know, like,
hey, brother, I don't want to play you off like we're at the Oscars.
Oh, it's fine. We got to cut it off.
All right. I just want to save some time so we can get these questions of the weekend. But I appreciate it's good to have someone come in and give us that kind of information to everyone that's listening. So thank you for that.
There's some crazy shit going on.
Kyle, drop it on us.
All right, no easy transition out of some shit like that. But, all right, so you're at a music festival. Would you rather stay at one stage all day for the best spot or bounce around and risk missing moments? Like, what's y'all's strategy?
I thought you were going to ask me about the Pit Viper
diaper. The diaper. Yeah. The diaper. I would rather stay in one spot and use the diaper, bro.
I mean, you can go to the porta potty. That's all right. You can have your friends. You can have your friends save a couple of spots. You know, you don't gotta. This is strictly if you're using the porta potty. If you're using the diaper, I don't want you to answer this.
Nah. But, as a big music festival goer, I will say I'm going where the sets are. Like, if it's something like two artists that I like care the same about, and then someone I want to see after, I'll use that to basically stay. But otherwise, I'll do the walk whatever I got to do. I've walked miles at music festivals to be able to go bounce around and see the people I'm trying to see.
I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
Toph?
I mean, I am not a concert or a movie festival or music festival guy. But whatever young boy at, that's where I'm going. So if I gotta get up out my seat, so I'm getting up. Guy. DDG, Blackboard, whoever it is, you best believe I'm getting up. I'm moving.
He's gonna pick the stage that has the most artists he wants to see, and he's gonna stay there all day. Yo, I respect the shit out of that, Toph. I respect the shit out of that. Yeah.
He said, "Wherever young boy at, I'm at."
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't seen you fly to Atlanta for some concerts.
Oh no. Like I said, I don't go to
Magic City. Yeah.
I hit up Magic City. Though,
I can see Toph at Magic City. Yeah.
Play the wings with me.
Toph gonna lose his mind at Magic City.
Yeah.
Plate of wings. We'll be had as well too.
He's gonna tell us on a Sunday, hey, I'm going to Magic City. It's gonna be Thursday. We're gonna be like, is Toph still alive?
He's gonna come back like I got married. He's gonna come back like I got married, y'all.
I'm gonna put the show live.
Rent to Toph really
for Magic City.
No, rent to Toph. They gonna pay Toph to stay.
She bought the Toph real quick.
I just need 15%.
Matt, what about you?
I would be in one spot. Just I don't know, like you said. It kind of it just depends. Like what kind of music is it? One stage? Is it a lot of stage?
Lots of stages.
What I mean?
Lots of stages.
If it's lots of stages, then you definitely have to move around and like you said, go to where your favorites are. Like or go to where the people.
But you pick your battles a little bit too. If you're across the whole property, and you're like, yeah, I wanted to see that guy, but there's also this guy who I could see, and he's the stage over. And I kind of like his music too. If you got that option, it's like, all right, I'm gonna just stick right over here, or I'll just stand here and kind of vibe with that and wait for the next guy I'm wanting to see here. But yeah, it kind of varies.
Let me to your point with that, Kyle. I've been to EDC Las Vegas before. It's the largest dance festival in North America. if you Google EDC Vegas crowd size, it's over 525,000 people in the Las Vegas Speedway.
Wow,
it's like this. So yes, I've definitely had some
500,000 people.
If it's sometimes if it's not necessary, I'm like, fuck it, we're just gonna stay here. But also if it's somebody I really gotta see, it's bro.
We out. Yep.
Put your arm up, and we just gonna try to excuse me.
I'm gonna put my hand. I'm
Kyle, I think you're the only one who didn't answer.
I kind of said it right there. Like I am kind of with you, Spence, of like I'm definitely gonna get my steps in. I'm gonna go stage to stage, but like when it's convenient, and especially like most recent festival was Lollapalooza that I went to, and like it's me, Starly, and like our female compadres, and yeah. So
you
like,
said that like
you kind of
prostitutes. Why would you say that? Like that?
I don't know.
You're
wives? At the time, Miranda was my girlfriend and Naomi was his. Yeah,
you didn't want to put the names out there, man.
I was just trying to, whatever. I was trying to make it easier, and I made it way harder. But yeah, so like you go with like what they want to do too, and so you compromise on stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, like I'm on the move.
Real quick, just to compare those festivals, just so you can get an idea of, because I think all of you guys know what Lollapalooza is. Lollapalooza average crowd size 115,000. 420,000 more people at EDC, if you can imagine that many people.
For sure.
Oh, that's the one in Chicago, right?
Lala's in Chicago.
Okay, the one in LA or whatever.
Las Vegas, yeah.
Vegas, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy's on a different level than me, but
that's not my point of fuck.
Yeah. I wasn't all right. So you're coaching Game 7 of the NBA Finals. You need one bucket to win the game with 4 seconds left. You have the choice to draw the play up for LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. You don't got to give me all the specifics of where all 5 people are on the court, but give me kind of a roundabout of what play you got them running. And you just need 2. You don't need a 3. Obviously, if you need a 3, it's obviously Steph. But you just need 2. So pick who you want. Give me kind of what you have them on a sideline inbound play.
I'll go first. I am conflicted on this reason. I think that
because you're a LeBron Glazer and Steph's the best shooter of all time. Sorry.
I think that LeBron always makes the right play, but historically has been let down by the right play not working. Like see George Hill, see Kyle Korver. I almost cried when the Lakers were playing. I forgot who it was a few weeks ago, and Luke Kennard hit that shot. I almost real tears, dog. But if we're saying we only need 2, one of my greatest basketball memories of all time is 2019 Brown. I think it is 2018 Brown. The run that he made, no Kyrie, just Kevin Love, and it was against not Cleveland. It was against Toronto. And he went coast to coast and shot the floater shot off the backboard. You said all I need is 2. Brown's gonna get it done. For 2, he's gonna get it done.
True.
We go to 3. It might be a different conversation, but for 2, I'm trusting the.
Man, I would take KD on a curl screen at the elbow. Give me that. Hey, that's money.
The last time we saw that situation, I was with you, Matt. That was the toe on the line game for KD.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but that's in Brooklyn. Hey, all he needs here is 2. But all he needs here is 2. He can stand right there at the midi. Right
at the elbow, like at the corner of the paint. Yep.
Unless they double team him, then his fucking brain's going to short circuit.
I mean, he can just give it to his burner account. He can pass it to the burner.
Dickerson.
Fucking KD.
Toph, who you taking?
Let me get KD. KD with the pin down screen. That's money.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
So I weirdly, I should probably be picking KD here, but I have to put it to the best shooter of all time. I got Steph only needing to hitting a three unnecessarily on a curl screen as well. That's just the shot I saw immediately upon thinking of that. He's not going to need it, but it's going to be almost a 5-second violation, and Steph's going to finally get around the corner, have just a little bit of space, and he's going to put it up and he's going to make it for you.
I think the history is like is going to be really kind to Steph Curry, man. I think he really changed the game, man.
He's so clutch.
He's
so
going to be one of those players like in 20 years when I'm talking to like my grandkids, I'm like, I'm glad I watched Steph Curry play and he was the best.
Oh yeah. I think he is arguably, and I will say arguably the most influential basketball player of all time.
He's for sure the best shooter. He's inarguably the best shooter.
Yep. Oh yeah. So real quick, I don't want to derail this too long, but I'm sure we've all seen this tweet that's like probably 8 years old at this point, where someone was like, I'm kind of new to basketball, but why can't you have 4 guys surround Steph and just make a wall and let him shoot? Why wouldn't that work? I don't understand why it wouldn't work. You need a 3? Fucking give him a wall.
He'll just pass the ball to Draymond to go dunk it.
I guess. I don't know. I'm just like, if you got everybody playing defense, just get it to him.
You're going to find
Steph.
It's not that simple.
Somebody's going to get the ball for the easy too.
But if you do look back, though, if you remember when they played the Raptors in the finals, they ran a box and 1 defense against him. Which is kind of like, surrounding him with a wall. Like every play, they were like triple teaming him. And they shut him down, especially after KD got hurt.
Oh, I'm saying teammates make a wall.
Oh yeah. Oh, to like block people off.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Why not have all 4 of your teammates stand behind me, Steph, and we just go get big and let him pull it?
I mean, you're basically and you're banking on 42% out of Steph to get you through every game from 3.
If I need a last shot and it's a 3, that's what I'm drawing up.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Get this motherfucker some space.
I thought you were saying like,
get this motherfucker some space, dog.
Yeah, I'm with you. As long as he has an inch, he's gonna put it up and he's gonna make it in the last second. He's a lot like Kobe with that clutch gene. I think he's the closest thing we've ever seen to it that can just nut up or shut up. You know.
I don't know, man. I feel like you could. I've seen you do a lot with an inch. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, yo. Let's not talk about wrestling.
It's a great time to end it, boys.
Do you have one more question, or is that it?
I do if we want to keep going, but
one more.
All right.
One more.
All right.
One more.
All right. One more.
One more.
All right. You're back to being NBA GM or coach here. You can build a team with 1 superstar, 2 all-stars, and 2 role players in your starting lineup. Or you build a team with 5 all-stars, but no true superstar. Which are you taking?
Hold on. Run back that first one again.
You got
I'm taking Wemby. I'm taking Wemby and everybody else.
And then 2 role players. Wemby and everybody else. So
however I can get Wemby, that's what I'm picking.
1 generational, 2 all-stars, 2 role players.
Give me the latter.
That's what I'm taking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. All right. I thought that was going to be a little tougher.
What the fuck?
I thought someone might take 5 all-stars.
What am I doing with 5 DeMar DeRozans?
I mean, yeah, I think there was an age. There was an age in the NBA where that was the play. There was for real. There was an age in the NBA where that was the play, where you just get 5 guys that you think are going to complement each other. I think the common problem we've seen with doing that is 5 all-stars all want to be a superstar. So then you're going to have 5 guys fighting for the ball. What you get with 1 superstar, 2 all-stars, and 2 role players is a very balanced offense, you know? So I'm glad we all have enough ball knowledge to say that. I think that's a great, quick question to end on. Check our cred here. We finally answered a question right.
Toph, you got the send off.
Hey, y'all know the drill. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. You know how I do it. If you rocking with us, as always, hit us up on other socials, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. If you messing with us, please comment, like, subscribe, tell your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your third sneaky link, and that sneaky link's third sneaky link. And on that note, play entry. We out.
See y'all.